This is Lab 6.3 with GenAI, summarize data to tell a story. The data that I want to summarize has a row for each customer survey response, and that response pertains to a particular product. What I'd like to do is to create a visualization that shows the relationship between the values in the overall satisfaction column as well as the customer service column. The reason is because even though we have this other information about the products, after a lot of research, we've discovered that it's customer service that has the largest impact on overall satisfaction. Now, I'd also like to include some information about these other three characteristics of customer satisfaction: product quality, product value, and ease of use. And so I'm going to combine those into a single value for each row, and then use that value to size the bubbles. So let's go ahead and go over to an AI tool. This is ChatGPT-5. Let's go ahead and add our data. So I'm going to click on this plus button. I'll add photos and files, and then navigate to where the data is stored on my computer and select that. All right, let's enter a prompt. Now I'm going to go through this step by step to see if it works. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT first to create a new column, other dimensions, that's equal to the average values in the other three customer satisfaction columns. Let's see how it does. Looks like it shows me a preview of the data. That's pretty handy. Okay, it did create this other dimensions column. Let's see if it looks right. Oh yeah, and it's even showing us data so we can validate it. So volt guard here, 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 6 is 15, divided by 3 is 5. Green power, 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 2 is 9, then divided by 3 is 3. Okay, so it looks like it worked. Let's now go ahead and ask it to create the bubble plot. All right, so my prompt is to create a bubble plot with one bubble for each value in the product name column. The x-axis is the mean customer service. The y-axis is the mean overall satisfaction. The size of the bubble is based on the new column, other dimensions. Show the plot after creating it. All right, it looks like it created the plot, and this looks pretty good. It doesn't have bubbles, it has x's, and the x's do look like they've been sized differently, so it looks pretty good. Let's enter some information to refine this plot. Okay, here's what I've asked it to do. Use bubbles instead of x's. Keep the product name next to the bubble. Maybe I'll say bubbles. Color the bubbles so that the echo charge bubble is orange and the volt guard bubble is still blue, and the other bubbles are gray. So we really want to bring attention to echo charge and volt guard. For the y-axis, change the text of the label to overall satisfaction and rotate it 90 degrees so that it reads horizontally rather than vertically. And increase the size of the font by 50%. Remove the tick marks and reference lines. Add tick marks only at 0, 5, and 10. Add a light gray reference line at y equals 5. And a similar request for the x-axis, except I don't need to rotate the title. Let's see how it does. Okay, this is looking pretty good. It didn't replace the x's with bubbles, but other than that, it looks like it satisfied all the other requests. Let's refine this a little more and ask it again to use bubbles instead of x's, and also add a title and subtitle. Okay, this is looking good, but please replace the marks on the plot with bubbles. Adjust the y-axis so that it doesn't overlap with the spine right here. Add a new title. We should focus on improving customer service because it has the biggest effect on overall satisfaction. The terms customer service and overall satisfaction should be emboldened and left justify it. And add a subtitle under the title with light gray text. The size of the bubbles is proportional to the other dimensions of customer satisfaction, such that larger bubbles mean higher ratings. Left justify it. Okay, this is looking pretty good. We can see the title, and it has emboldened the terms that we wanted to have emboldened. Then there's a subtitle under it. We want to make this text bigger though. And then overall satisfaction is still overlapping. Importantly, we've successfully changed the x's to bubbles, so we're making progress. Let's add another prompt. Okay, here's our message. Looking good. Please increase the size of the text in the title and subtitle. You may need to wrap the text onto more than one row. The y-axis label, overall satisfaction, is still overlapping with the y-axis. Let's update this a little. Please change this so that it doesn't overlap. You may need to put satisfaction below overall. And then we have instructions to add some additional text up in this top left quadrant that explains why the echo charge bubble is orange, as well as a text box below the volt guard bubble to explain why it is blue. Let's see how it does. Okay, this is looking really good. It's not quite aligned the way I want it, but the title is definitely bigger. It's overlapping with the subtitle now. And it might be nice to adjust these label boxes above echo charge and volt guard so it's centered and maybe moved over to the left a little bit. Let's go ahead and add another prompt. Okay, great work. The title looks good. Please increase the size of the subtitle so it's 20% bigger. Make sure that it is not covered by the title. And then please move the orange text box for echo charge further to the left so that it's centered above the echo charge bubble. Please move the bubble or the blue text box for volt guard further to the left as well so that it's centered below the volt guard bubble. All right, this plot now looks a whole lot better. There's still some things that I'd probably want to adjust on here, but I think this is a good stopping point for this lab. As you can see, we've been able to successfully use generative AI to create a very customized explanatory visualization that we can use to help tell a meaningful data story. And this concludes Lab 6.3 with GenAI.